Aujourd'hui, la coalition coûteuse des libéraux et néo-démocrates ont attaqué les chèques de paie et les pensions des Canadiens avec des dépenses qui équivaut à peu près 4 200 $ pour chaque famille canadienne. C'est des hausses de taxes, des hausses d'impôts et des hausses d'inflation. Le Parti conservateur a demandé 3 choses: que le gouvernement mette en place des réductions de coûts pour éliminer l'inflation, les réductions de taxes pour que les Canadiens puissent ramener davantage chez eux, et troisièmement, d'éliminer la paperasserie pour bâtir davantage de maisons et rendre le logement plus abordable. Les libéraux n'ont rien fait pour ces demandes-là. Ça n'a pas de bon sens. Ça n'a pas de bon sens. Les Canadiens ne peuvent plus payer la facture pour cette coalition coûteuse qui augmente les taxes, les impôts et l'inflation. Et c'est pour ça que le Parti conservateur votera contre ce budget inflationniste. Thank you very much for being here today. Today's budget by the costly coalition of the NDP and Liberals is a full frontal attack on the paychecks of hardworking Canadians. It equals $4,200 per family in new government spending. That's more inflation, more taxes, and more costs for everyday people. There's no common sense. We asked for 3 things. The government should have brought home lower prices by eliminating inflationary deficits and carbon taxes, brought home powerful paychecks with lower taxes that reward hard work, and brought homes people could afford by getting rid of the government gatekeepers to speed up and lower the cost of building permits. Those are the 3 demands we put forward, and those 3 demands have not been met. This is an attack on the hardworking people of this country, and that is why Conservatives will be voting no. Instead, we will vote to bring home powerful paychecks, bring home lower costs, and bring homes that people can afford. It's common sense. Let's bring it home.
A big chunk of the money goes toward, obviously, dental coverage. This is not something that the government ran on as a mandate. What do you make of this, that a huge amount of taxpayers' money is going toward this initiative when they didn't run on this issue?
Well, they didn't run on any of this. They've once again broken their promises, and they've poured fuel on the inflationary fire. Low-income, working-class people will suffer the most as a result of this costly, inflationary, liberal deficit. Conservatives will fight once again to bring home lower prices by eliminating the inflationary carbon tax and deficits, bring home powerful paychecks by lowering taxes to reward hard work and bring homes people can afford by getting the gatekeepers out of the way to build millions of new residents affordable for our workers.
Sur la taxe sur le carbone, on sait que le gouvernement fédéral veut maintenant lier les mains des prochains gouvernements pour vous empêcher.
Impossible. Justin Trudeau veut forcer les contribuables de payer des grands montants, des milliards de dollars aux grandes entreprises multinationales si jamais un gouvernement futur réduit le coût de l'essence. Vraiment, c'est impossible. Un gouvernement Poilievre va réduire le coût de l'essence, de chauffage et de tout autre produit, et on ne va jamais payer des pénalités aux grandes entreprises qui sont des petits amis de Justin Trudeau.
Why is it impossible for him to compensate companies?
Let's just follow how out of touch Justin Trudeau is. Justin Trudeau believes Canadian taxpayers should make multi-billion-dollar payments to powerful multinational corporations if ever a future government should reduce taxes on gas and home heating. That's what he believes. He believes the little old lady who can't heat her home and pay for her food should have to pay higher taxes to fund a multinational corporation if in any event, in any future scenario, we should lower taxes on energy. That is an outrageous attack on our working class. Another example of Justin Trudeau taking from the have-nots to give to the have-yots.
How much of this do you think is related to the NDP deal that they have, and what do you think of the NDP saying, we're supporting this because we've got more media out there?
We have an NDP government that is running massive inflationary deficits, bankrupting households, keeping young people living in their parents' basements, forcing seniors to choose between heating and eating. There is literally only one party that is championing the hardworking people who contribute and make this country work. We, as Conservatives, will fight for a Canada that works for the people who work. It's common sense, we need to bring it home.
Le retour à l'équilibre budgétaire devrait se faire quand et de quelle manière?
Pardon?
Le retour à l'équilibre budgétaire devrait se faire quand et de quelle manière?
Mais tout d'abord, en arrêtant d'ajouter davantage de dettes. Aujourd'hui, le gouvernement a annoncé une autre 67 milliards de dollars de dépenses supplémentaires qu'on n'avait pas auparavant. Des mesures coûteuses. Il faut arrêter d'ajouter. Il faut mettre un cap, il faut limiter les dépenses avec une loi qui oblige le gouvernement de trouver $1 d'économie pour chaque dollar de nouveaux dépenses. Il faut éliminer le gaspillage, arrêter de donner nos sommes aux consultants et d'éliminer le gaspillage dans le gouvernement. C'est comme ça que le gouvernement Poilievre va éliminer les déficits inflationnistes et laisser davantage dans les poches des Canadiens pour que le travail redevienne payant encore.
On foreign interference, there are a pair of measures in the budget to try and deal with this. More money for the RCMP to investigate and liaise with diaspora communities, and the creation of a new counter-foreign interference office. Is that enough in your eyes? Would you like to see more? And specifically, what more would you like to see in the budget?
Well, it's not just more money. We need a Prime Minister who protects our democracy. This Prime Minister was aware that the dictatorship in Beijing was interfering in multiple elections to help him get elected, and he did exactly nothing. What we need is a Prime Minister who will bring home control of our democracy to this country. This country should control its own democracy, not Davos, not Beijing. No one outside of the walls of our country should determine what happens in our land, and I will stand up for our democracy.
I'm wondering if there's anything in this budget that you support, that you think will move Canada forward and will help Canadians when it comes to affordability?
No, there's nothing that will help with affordability. Everything in this budget will make it more expensive to eat, heat, and house yourself. But there is some positive proposals for First Nations. I'm glad that the government is plagiarizing, and I use the term favorably. My proposal to give First Nations more control over their money, their land, and their decision making. There's a whole section on that I think is very encouraging, and we want to build upon that.
What about protections for workers that are tied into tax credits?
Well, the Prime Minister wants to tax people's paychecks more. That's an attack on workers, not a benefit to workers. So we believe in lower taxes that reward hard work. There's a war on work in this country. Right now, you can lose as much as 89 cents for every extra dollar you earn. Losses that come through clawbacks and taxes. When you punish work, you get less work. A Poilievre government will reform taxes and clawbacks so that people bring home more of each dollar they earn, and hard work pays off. Thank you very much.